Okay, dear students, there is another numerical on the tensions in cables. So what is the numerical is that this is the practice problem is that determine the maximum mass of the lamp that the cord system can support so that no single cord develops a tension exceeding 400 Newton. So what we have to do, we have to find out the maximum mass of the lamp. We have to find out and that the cord system can support so that no single cord develops a tension exceeding 400 Newton. It means that what we don't have any tension which is having exceeding 400 Newton value. It means that the tension, all the tensions in this cable or in this cord system is that the tension should be less than 400 Newton or it can be equals to 400 Newton but not greater than 400 Newton. So this is the condition given in the question. So what we have to do first, we have there are lots of points here, one A, B, C, D and E. So we can make free body diagram even on A, B, C, D, E, but we have to select those points which are having maximum forces are there, and we have known magnitude is also there. So if I have select point A, so there is only one tension is here. At point B there is only one tension. At point E there is only one tension. So we have to cut out A, B and E. So we have only left with the C and D point. So what we have to do, you can see that there is the lamp is hanging over here at point D, and we have to calculate the mass of this lamp. At point C, we have all the tensions unknown, which are TCD, TCA and TCB, but the value of the tension should be less than 400 Newton. So if I resolve this tension into its components, so how many forces should be there? So first of all, I should make the free body diagram at point C. This is point D. So if I make it, so there is a tension TCA. So this is the tension TCB, and if this is 45 degree, so opposite angle should also be 45 degree. So this both angles should be equal. And at this point, and there is another tension that is TCD. At point D, how many tensions are there? This is one tension is here, TDE. There is one tension is here, that is TDC, and there is a weight acting downward, that is W. So there is only one weight, so I can write W here. So what I have to do next, which point I have to select first, whether I have to select point C and whether I have to select point D. But at first what I have to select it, so I have to decide it on the basis of the number of forces. Look at point C, how many forces are there? If I resolve this tension into its two components, so there will be two forces are here which are unknown. There are two forces of TCB because it will also resolve into its components. So it will become four forces here which are unknown, and there is another tension is here, so it will become five tensions are here which are unknown. At point D, how many tensions are there? So there is one tension is here, and if we resolve TDE into its components, so there will be become two components. So there will be three tensions are here, and if I include the weight also here, so it will become four forces are here, and here are five forces. If I take only one force is equals to 400 Newton, if I assume it, so there will be if obviously I will take TDE, because if I will get TDE is equals to 400 Newton, so its components will become known. So there will be two unknowns left, TDC and W. So that's why I will not take TDC equals to 400 Newton, because it is the only one force, and TDE will resolve into its two components. So if I will take TDE equals to 400 Newton, so there will be two forces will remain unknown. At this point, if I will take TCD is equals to 400, so there will be four unknown forces are here, unknown tensions are here. If I will take TCA unknown, it is equals to 400 Newton, so there will be how many forces unknown? There will be three forces unknown. So it's better to take point D and assume TDE first. TDE is equals to 400 Newton, and then we will find out all the forces, all the other forces after finding out taking TDE is equals to 400 Newton. When if any tension exceeds 400 newtons. So then what we have to do, we have to take that force is equals to 400, or that tension equals to 400 newton, because it exceeds it. So we will take that force, that tension is equals to 400 newton, and where and our first assumption will get wrong. If I will get all the tensions after taking TDE equals to 400 newton less than 400 newton, so it will be okay. So what we have to do, we have to take first point D. So how can I do this? I am going to draw free body diagram at point D. So take D. You can write take point D. So I am drawing point D axis. So there is one tension acting here at first quadrant, that is TDE equals to, and this is making an angle 30 degree with respect to positive x-axis, and this is TDC, which is directing towards the negative x-axis because it is exactly lying on the negative x-axis, so it should be negative. And there is a weight which is acting downward, so it is lying on the minus y-axis, so it will become minus y. So what we have to do, we have to resolve this tension into its component. You can easily see over here, I have taken this tension, and this is the weight. So what I have to do there, I am writing TDE cos of 30 degree here, and there is another component TDE sine of 30 degree. So assume here what? Assume, or you are I am taking here TDE is equals to 400 newton, suppose it. So summation of Fx, I am doing so here, so summation of Fx is equals to 0. So what can I do? TDE is the positive, TDE cos 30 degree. There are two forces acting on the positive or negative x-axis, or parallel to x-axis is TDE cos 30 degree and minus TDC. So what I have to write down, T minus TDC is equals to 0, and we have taken TDE equals to 400 newton. So I will put 400 here and cos of 30 degree. So it will be like TDC here. So therefore TDC comes out to be how much? Let me see whether it is coming out less than 400 newton or it is greater than 400. So I will multiply 400 with cos 30. So the answer is okay. It is coming out to be 346.41 newton. So it is less than 400 newton. So it is okay. So what I have to do next, I have to sum up all the vertical forces equals to 0. So there are only two vertical forces are here, TDE sine 30 degree and minus W. So what I have to write down here, summation of Fy is equals to 0 here, and I am writing TDE sine 30 degree, and we know the value of TDE because we have assumed it. So what I have to write down, minus W equals to 0. So I will put the value of TDE which we have taken in the start, that is 400 sine 30 degree, and it equals to W. So the answer will be what? We have to multiply 400 into sine of 30 degree. So this is coming out to be 200. So therefore W is coming out to be 200 newton. So this will be the answer. It is, the condition is for only for tensions, so we are not concerned with the weight. So what we have to do next, we have to find out one more thing. What we have to find out the maximum mass, not the weight, which we have done numerical before as well, which we have to find out the maximum weight in that. Right now what we have to find out, maximum mass. So if we have to find out maximum mass, so what we have to do, we have to write down W equals to mg. And if W equals to mg, so I have to find out m, mass of the lamp. So W upon g. So what it will be, I will put the value of W, that is 200 newton, and the value of the gravity is 9.81. So therefore mass coming out to be in, it must be in kg, na? So this is 200 divided by 2.81, and the value will be what? 20.387. So this is in kg. So what I have to do next, I found the mass. Now what I have to do next, I have found, I find all these things. What I have found, TDE, TDC and weight I have calculated. So what I have to do next, I have to move on the next point, that is point C. So for this I have to draw free body diagram for the point C. So how can I make it? So look at it, this is the point C and there is a tension acting on the second quadrant. In the second quadrant there is a tension acting in the third quadrant. There is a tension exactly lying on the positive x-axis. So what I have to do, there is no weight acting at point C. So what I have to do next, I have to take point C. Take point C. So I am drawing axis here and this is TCD, TCD and this is point C. This is tension, this is TCA, this is also tension, this is TCB and this is making an angle with respect to negative x-axis, that is 45 degree. There is a triangle given in the question, that is 4, 3, 5. So what I have to do, if it is theta, so this will also be theta. So we have to find it out first. Tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. We have already discussed it, how we have to calculate it. So we have to write down 4 divided by 3 tan inverse. I have to apply on it. This is coming out to be 53.53 degree. So this is 53.13 degree. And I have to resolve this force into its component, this force into its component. So how can I resolve it? This is parallel to positive y-axis, this is parallel to negative x-axis. So what I have to write down, TCA minus cos of 53.13 degree. This should be TCA positive because it is parallel to positive y-axis. So this is sine 53.13 degree. This should be positive. There is another force, tension is here, TCB. So this is also acting parallel to the negative x-axis. So what I have to write down, TCB cos of 45 degree, and here it is also it is acting parallel to the negative y-axis. So what I have to write down, TCB minus sine of 45 degree. So now what I have to do, I have already calculated the value of TCD. So I have to sum up first horizontal forces or whether I have to sum up vertical forces. So there are only 2 vertical forces are here, but there are 3 horizontal forces are here. So what I have to do first, I have to sum up, it's up to you. If you want to sum up vertical forces first, so it will be okay, no problem. And if you want to sum up horizontal forces, so it will also be okay. So TCA cos of 53.13 degree, this is minus TCB cos of 45 degree, and minus not, it is plus TCD equals to 0. So I have to take all these terms on the opposite side. So I can write it down, TCA cos of 53.13 degree plus TCB cos of 45 degree, and it is equals to, we have already calculated the value of TCD and what it is, this is 346.41. so I can write it down 346.41. so TCA and TCB both are unknown. So what I have to do, I have to write down its equation number 1. Now I have to sum up vertical forces here. So how can I sum up? There are only 2 forces acting at the y-axis. So what I have to write down, TCA, that is positive 1, TCA sine 53.13 degree, and this is minus TCB sine 45 degree equals to 0. So I have to take out TCA in terms of TCB. So how can I take it out? TCA sine 53.13 degree is equals to TCB sine 45 degree. So what I have to do next, I have to move on the next page, and I am writing it here that TCA is equals to TCB sine 45 degree divided by sine 53.13 degree. So the answer will be sine 45 divided by sine 53.13 degree, so it is 0.8314. So therefore TCA is equals to 0.8314 TCB. So this is become equation number 2. So put TCA in equation number 1. For example, so what I have to write down, this is the equation number 1. So I have to put the value of TCA. So the equation is TCA cos of 53.13 degree plus TCB cos of 45 degree is equals to 346.41. So what I have to write down, I have to put this TCA value here. So I will put it 0.8314 TCB. So this will be like this, cos of 53.13 degree plus TCB cos of 45 degree. So it equals to 346.41. So what I have to do next, I have to take TCB from this equation, and this is 0.8314 cos of 53.13 and plus this is cos 45 degree. So you have to multiply it first, 346.41. So what I have to do here, 0.8314 should be multiplied by cos 53.13 plus cos of 45 degree. So it is coming out to be 1.2059 TCB is equals to 346.41. So divided, so I have to do 346.41 divided by 1.2059. This is 287. So therefore TCB is coming out to be 287.26 Newton. So put TCB in equation number 2 in this. So the value comes out to be TCA is equals to 0.8314 and I am putting the value of 287.26. So therefore 287 multiplied by 0.8314, the answer is coming out to be TCA is equals to how much we have calculated here is 238.8301 Newton. And you can see that all the values, for example, it is less than 400 Newton, so it is okay. This is also 400 Newton less than, so it is also okay. So this is the way to calculate tensions in the cables. So we have calculated all the tensions here up till now, and all the values of the tension is less than 400 Newton. So I can write down the result here. How can I write the result? So what are the tensions we have calculated? For example, I am writing it TAC, TBC, and there is what we have calculated TCD, and you can also say TDC, and this is TDE which we have assumed, and there is mass which we have to calculate it. So TDE value is 400 Newton which we have taken as. So what is the value of TCA or TAC is TCB or TBC is 287.26 Newton. TCA value is 238. TCA or TAC is 238.8301 Newton, and the value of TCD which we have calculated is 346.41 Newton, and the value of the mass which we have calculated, which is asking in the question, is 20.387, and all the tension is under the limit of 400 Newton. It is not exceeding 400 Newton. So the condition is satisfied, and we have calculated the maximum mass as well from here. And you keep it, remember that the mass of the lamp should be in kg here. So this is the way to solve the question of tensions in equilibrium conditions. So that's it for today.